Hi everyone, keep safe, take good food, healthy food. Well, today we'll start the basics about your computers and the parts of computers and the parts which together makes a computer. Well, you all know without current no electronic devices work. So apart from current you require an analog parts as well as digital parts. Okay, so what do you know about your analog devices and digital devices? Well, you're able to see here a motherboard which contains digital parts as well as analog devices. Well, what you're going to see now is what are the basic you should know, like what are the parts mainly they are using in preparing a computer. Okay, well, so what you're seeing here is some capacitors, resistors, and you have a memory chip which contains a semiconductor, and in your motherboard you have diodes and packed resistors, your ICs and connectors, memory slots, and side by the side you are able to see a analog digital meter, digital multimeter, as well as analog multimeter and a digital multimeter. So what is the use of this multimeter? Well, you should know that if you have a small issue where you can yourself check whether your power supply is okay from your adapter to your laptop, so that can be checked only by your analog multimeter or digital multimeter. Fine. So what you are able to see here is a motherboard, a simple motherboard which contains a processor. A processor is a semiconductor device which is actually below this heatsink plate, and you have a fan, and here below you have your other parts which is a combination of analog and digital. So what you should know about basics is how the analog parts work in a computer and how a digital parts work. So we are not going to go in depth about it because it's all a long way to study about it, and before you study, the laptop will go to the latest generation. So example, it is now 12th generation in processors. So by the time you learn, it will go to the 14th generation. So when you go on studying, you should always keep updates of your other devices, such like analog devices as well as digital devices and digital parts and analog parts. Fine. So we are going to give you an introduction about the analog parts from the next edition, so you can be prepared to learn about this, so which will be useful to take care of your own laptop as well as desktop. Thank you.